Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee. I don't know where the hell Envy is at today. But we got a legend in the building. My man Juvenile.
What it do, dog?
Juve.
Who just celebrated a birthday, by the way.
Lost
so happy
my voice.
birthday.
Happy born day,
You see,
man.
I'm squeezing this lemon in there, trying
see.
to salvage my voice.
How you feel? You
I'm
don't,
good.
You don't look no older.
Huh?
You don't look no older.
Appreciate
like a
that.
juvenile.
Appreciate that, man. You know, that's that married life, you know.
Word.
But I'm going slow, man. I'm not rushing into nothing right now.
How you celebrate your born day?
We just had a little dinner. They surprised me with a little dinner last night.
Okay.
But I worked all day yesterday, you know, doing this all yesterday.
Y'all
It
got
feels
the-
good, though, because you got the new album coming, you and Birdman.
Yeah.
Why now? Why this project now?
I think it was time. Me and them never worked together, you know. And then our friendship, you know, we really built our friendship back up over the last couple years, hanging and stuff. So I think I just felt like it was time. Then I've been away for a minute. I ain't gonna come back out straight up with me with a solo album yet. I need to get my feet wet first.
Were these records y'all had in the stash already? Or
Nah.
Y'all went and did new stuff?
We went and done all new songs.
Okay.
Well,
You know,
from what I heard, it sounds good.
You
Just
gotta
Another
hear it.
Gangster.
I heard a couple records
You
out
gotta
of Just
hear it.
Another
and
Gangster.
Broke. Although I
Broke
was like,
my favorite.
now how can I sing Broke in the club and hold a bottle and be singing that song? Because I was thinking to myself, I'm gonna sing about me being broke, but I'm gonna be holding these bottles.
What you do is you think about somebody who tell you they got a lot of stuff and you know they don't have. nothing.
Okay, so they
Oh,
lying.
Instagram.
Yeah, basically.
Everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, do that. Then you know, because broke ain't about us being rich. It's about saying you don't have nothing.
Right.
Stop lying.
I know. I was
Yeah.
listening because the song sounds
That's
dope. The
Instagram.
beat is
Yeah.
popping. I like the hook and everything, but I'm like, damn, I'm just singing about somebody being broke.
Yeah, well, hey,
It is what it
that's a
is.
good thing. Ain't my fault. You should have did better things with life. You know.
Is Manny Fresh on this project?
Nah.
See, it's hard to hear y'all
But he
together.
on my project though.
Okay.
So let's get that clear. I'm still, you know, I'm still going spend the night by his house working on songs. Really now. He originally done the first versions of this beat. But you know, when I got to Miami, I started working with the guy with D-Rock, and I liked the sound. So I said, you know what? Just make it over. I'll give you a shot. Let me see what you can do. You know, sometimes you got to embrace the new. Then he a Manny fan. So
Yeah. I feel like it got to be at least one Manny track, though, whenever it's like
we did it
core
so
members
quick.
of the-
We
of the-
did it so. Believe me, he mad he not on there, but we did it so quick, and it was just going so. You know, the flow was so great. We just kept it going. We ain't, you know. But yeah, Manny still, you know, we definitely wanted him on there.
Or,
Yeah.
So has everybody kind of rebuilt their relationships now?
Time heals. Oh, man, too old to be holding grudges 10, 20 years. You know, I've been preaching that for the last couple of weeks. Like, man, grow up.
Right.
You know, and for me, man, I don't want to set that example for my family. You know, my son is in the music business now, too. So he said, lead by example. So that's where I'm at with that.
how do you avoid like not being in the same situations you was in the past though? Because like you know like the financial situations with Cash Money.
I mean, I've done things over there financial. I'm good. You know, I made a few moves, and I really don't brag about what I do outside of the music business, but I'm doing a few things outside of the music business to stay stable. But not just that, I stay busy when it comes down to being booked. I'm one of the few cats who stay booked.
You
all the
goddamn
time.
right. Back that ass up 20 years old this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. You know, if they crazy enough to keep booking and spending money to come see me, I'm gonna keep showing up. Hey, I ain't gonna never stop showing up.
Did you think that record would be so timeless when you first recorded it?
Nah. I mean, be honest, man, when you make songs like that and they blow up and they get that big, I don't think it's artists out there can say they knew it.
Nobody can plan that.
Yeah, it's
it has
kinda
to happen
hard, yeah.
organically.
I
You
didn't
could
see it
try to
coming.
do stuff that goes viral. You could try to do stuff that's timeless, but the people really make that decision.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, and it's one of them songs that they play at wedding receptions, you know? And I think when it got to that point and I heard old people say, I like to dance to this, and, you know, when it got to that point, I felt like, you know, hey, I think I really made one.
I heard you didn't want to make that record originally though.
Nah, and you know why? Because I came from that kind of music. You know, the bounce music was, she'll tell you, that's pretty much the whole scene in New Orleans. And I just didn't want to get sucked in like everybody else. So I was trying to avoid that as much as possible. But
So you
sometimes
thought it was gonna be local if you did it.
I really, my intentions was to do, when we originally done it, that's what it was for, New Orleans.
Yeah.
But it went somewhere else, so now, you know, now I gotta feed, it got to the point to where I gotta feed everybody with the same kind of music. And it's kind of hard to make another bag that, it's impossible for me.
Yeah, it's authentic, though, to represent where you're from. And you hear people trying to take that sound now and other types of music, and you're like, all right, well.
Just call me and let me get a check, man. I'll be okay with it. But if you don't put me on the song, I'm definitely gonna dish you.
You get the publishing though, right?
Yeah, I mean, but if you make a New Orleans bounce song and you don't use my version, you know, I don't get nothing for that.
Got you.
So if you make a bounce record, just call me up, man. I'll put my number out there so y'all can get me, and I definitely show up to the studio and do it with you.
Do these guys reach out to you? I'm sure Drake does.
Just
right?
recently, me, G-Eazy, and London and the City Girls did one.
Oh,
Wow.
So, and matter of fact, we're getting ready to shoot a video to that. So that's what I'm talking about. If you're gonna do it, get the man on it. Get the one who started the whole bounce scene. Don't go get somebody else. Not hating on everybody else in New Orleans, but they all know I'm the man.
Yeah.
I'm the man. I was first.
I know you've seen all the memes of everyone running to the dance floor and back that ass up.
I saw Chris Brown. They had something on the internet with Chris Brown concert before he got on stage. And it was all women. I don't know what arena it was. And they played it. Man, it looked like I think they was going off for that song harder than he did when he actually got on stage and performed. It was going in, but I'm talking about all off the balcony. I said, what the hell is Dimp sent it to me. I said, Dimp, that was in Florida?
Salute to Dimp.
Yeah.
Does that reaction ever get old to you though?
Hell no.
Nah, when it gets funny. It was not old to me. It gets funny when I see somebody up in age do it. You know, they throw that big old thing.
You're like,
put
now,
that big
baby.
old thing out there. Like, hold up, mom. Do your thing, mom.
Nigga, we up in age. So imagine.
No, I'm talking about 61.
Yeah.
I'd have had him like that. I mean, Patti LaBelle told me this song is our inspiration. She liked working out to it. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Yeah, that's how she came up with Patty's Pies.
Well, you know, if Patty back it up, you know it's real, baby.
Charlamagne, calm down. We don't need her son to
You know
call
I
you
love
again.
Patti LaBelle. That's
Calm
what
down.
she on my top 5.
Love Patti LaBelle, yeah.
If Patty back up on you, can you grind on her though?
No.
No, man.
You can't, right?
No,
But what if she do it though? Do you have
Don't
to
fall
permission?
into this because Patty's son already had to check
You gotta
Charlamagne.
back out of there. You back out of there, and you call his son and you say, hey, man, I ain't do nothing wild. Man, I love your mama, man. Hey, can I buy you some cereal or something? You know? Stay on his good side,
So
man.
hold on now. If you at a concert, say Angela Bassett and Patti LaBelle there. Back
You
that
say
ass
Angela
up.
Bassett.
Ooh.
I'm married, man, but don't do that.
I'm married too, but I'm just saying.
Angela Bassett? You pushing me in a corner, man.
Back that ass up drop.
How you
and
gonna
she
throw
come
in
to grind
and
on
my
you,
wife
Juvie.
right there, man. She can't hear me. I had to go down
She
to
gonna hear it
Angela.
later.
And Angela, that's going
You
down.
just gotta keep that you gotta keep that space in between.
Angela,
So it's
what's
not.
love got to do with it?
Come on, man.
It
on,
can't
man.
be no contact between clothes. It's just got to be a little space in between.
I saw Angela Bassett in New Orleans. She a big fan of Trombone Shorty.
Okay.
And he was with Angela Bassett. I said, dude, you got Angela Bassett with you? He said, oh, no, man. She like a mom to me. I said, okay. Like, he said, nah, bro, nothing is going, nah. I said, Trombone, you realize you friends with Angela Bassett? Do y'all talk about the movies or anything? He said, nah, bro, I don't talk about none of that.
Who is Trombone Shorty?
Like one of the biggest instrument players in the world.
Okay.
One of the, like he really, when you speak of New Orleans and people playing instruments right now, he the man right now.
He young or older?
He young.
Okay,
He young,
okay.
but he been doing it since what, 6, 7 years old? Yeah.
Is it amazing to you still just how even when you first came out, New York embraced you and other cities just so much? Because like you said, you thought it was going to be something regional at first.
Yeah.
But then you hear other people hopping on songs. You hear Jay-Z, which is like a great cosign from something that was unexpected for you.
Yeah, that was unexpected. And you know what? To every rapper, his dream is to win New York. You know, that was one of my dreams. I always watched TV, watched the movies, Crush Groove and everything back in the days. That was one of my dreams. And to actually come up here and see people respond to me and really stalk me down and, you know, chase me down the street a few times, that was crazy to me. That was real crazy to me.
I was arguing with somebody from New Orleans, arguing with my man Van. He from New Orleans. I was arguing with him about Jay-Z's verse on How. Because he said in New Orleans, everybody was like, man, this is whack, man. I don't like Jay on this.
They did.
For real?
They dog. They went, I don't know what it was. It was the Tupac. You know, Tupac kind of made people in New Orleans not like Jay-Z, and Jay-Z ain't did nobody nothing. You know, I was a Jay-Z fan. But when Tupac made all these dishes and stuff towards everybody, people felt like they had to choose.
Gotcha.
And you got Pac riders everywhere. So all the Pac, New Orleans is full of Pac riders. They wasn't going to listen to Jay-Z. But in this era when Jay-Z jumped on my song, he was just starting to like break through. You know, in New Orleans, like they starting to play him in the clubs and stuff like that. But you still had your heads out there who just didn't want to hear it. And I feel like him jumping on Hot kind of broke the ice for both of us, for him in the South and for me up here. Because, man, they was playing it, but it got crazy when he got on it.
So it wasn't the verse that they didn't like. It was just the fact that Pac was dissing Jay. Or Pac had dissed Jay.
Yeah. Listen, if back in it, and you knew this, if Pac said something about you, man, pretty much he went at, who else from down there? He said something.
Mobb
Deep. Next
sure.
time, bro.
Yeah.
And they probably lost fans for that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, he was taking effect on a lot of people, everyone except Biggie. You know, so it was one of them things where I felt like when Jay-Z done that song, I felt like it was just a double win for both of us.
Oh, I wondered, did he do that himself or did he reach out for
He
clearance?
did it on his own.
Oh, so when you heard it like everybody else?
Yeah, I heard it like everybody else.
Really?
Yeah. And then, you know, of course, Uni being so sleek with their business, they hurry up and put the remix on the album, added a couple songs, took one off and put it on the album, and record sales started booming.
So where was you when you heard it for the first time?
Probably at Cash Money office.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
at the office when they first played it to me, and I'm like, what? Because, you know, I was the real Jay-Z fan. Me and Wayne, we was listening to Jay-Z hard. Everybody else wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, they said, you going to flip out when you see what happened, when you hear this. Man, they turned that on. They said, you like the verse? I said, man, that's Jay-Z. I don't care about what he said. It's Jigga.
I'm just happy he's
Man,
on.
he tripping.
I like the verse.
I like it too, but I'm just saying, you know, when I first heard it, the first time I heard it, I didn't care what he said. I really didn't. I was just excited about the fact that somebody that I really like did a song with me.
Yeah,
you know, and then I felt like, I could go to New York. Now I could go to New York and get that real love. Because I was coming up here, they was like, we like the song. When you gonna do something? You gonna do something else? You know, it was high and that was it. Matter of fact, when I came up here to the tunnel, Flex told me, well, not Flex, one of the guys back there said, look, if you don't sing just high only, they're gonna boo you. I'm like, for real? He said, bro,
That's what they want to
they're
hear.
gonna boo you, bro. I'm telling you. Sing that in one song. So I sung high 3 times. I rocked the crowd.
Killed it.
I tore it down.
You did
I
it 3 times.
3 times.
You only performed in the tunnel once?
One time.
Okay.
I didn't want to go back after that.
You like, you don't trust it.
Man,
It was wild in there that night?
There was a lot going on. Like the night before, they said they had a shooting. Somebody got shot in the parking lot or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they said something happened with the Rough Riders like a couple weeks before that. I'm like, man, damn, everything go down right here.
Yeah, the
You know,
tunnel was wild.
Yeah. And I got all bad stories up until I got to that stage. So I was spooked out already.
Oh, there was things happening?
They was telling me first of all, my daddy got drunk out his mind. He couldn't even read. He couldn't find his way to the bathroom. He couldn't take a step, 2 steps without somebody holding him.
And
He was
that bathroom in
he
the
said,
tunnel
I'm so
is-
drunk I can't even help myself, man. If a fight break out.
Your daddy?
My daddy was in there. stoned.
Okay.
And that bathroom is a co-ed bathroom with a champagne bar in it and everything. It was crazy in the bathroom.
Yeah, I didn't go in the bathroom. After they searched me coming in, I was like, man, I just want to do the show and get out of here.
Was it really wild? Like I never been to the tunnel. You been to the
I used
tunnel,
to go
right?
every
It
single
was
week.
wild, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it was
I was in
wild.
the tunnel every
Man,
week.
no, make you know it's wild. The search. Like
Yeah,
for
they
you
got
to get
metal
searched,
detectors.
man, they were searching the shoes, taking the shoes.
It's like
off,
you going to
all
the
in your
airport
mouth.
security.
I said, man, to go in the club, I didn't want to go in. At first, I was like, look, man, I don't want to go in there if I got to do all
And
that.
people still used to get guns in there because if you know the security,
Man, them dudes
you
had
could get
razors in there.
anything.
They had
Yeah.
razors. They had a few cats had razors in there.
Y'all gold teeth didn't go off?
Hell no.
because
You
it's
need to get
gold. Gold
some.
don't go off.
You got jokes this morning, huh? I'm gonna come back at you, son. I'm gonna come back at you, dog. I'm telling you, don't do that.
Because I know they check your mouth for the razors and stuff, so I'm like,
Nah. I had solids then.
got you.
So now let's fast forward to this album that you and Birdman put together. So how did it even come about? Like, how did the conversation start? What made y'all decide to do this? How long did it take?
Really, like, I'm gonna say 2 weeks, and it really wasn't a conversation. I said, man, let's do a mixtape. You know, and after we got to like song number 4, started listening to it like, look, bro, we could keep doing songs like this. We got a sound. We could do an album, and I really think we could do a hell of an album because people, it's just gonna be so unexpected. Like we just popped up on y'all with a single, and all of a sudden we got an album coming out. I think it's shocking to everybody because they didn't think me of all people would be doing an album with Birdman. People don't think we ever made friends.
So
Yeah, that's weird, right? As many times in interviews you said y'all cool,
Yeah.
people still don't
Nobody
want to accept
I
it.
remember last time I came here, I told you, I said, man, we cool.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping on
Birdman
that.
didn't want to come up here with you?
Cut it
What
out.
I'm asking.
Cut it out.
Why you look at me?
I saw the show, nigga. Cut it out. Man, cut it out. Don't. You got jokes, huh? I see that.
No, I think he does want to come back up here, from what I've heard. So
I wish he would have came. I
Yeah,
wish he
that
would
would've
have
been the
came.
perfect-
It would have been great. It would have been great.
Y'all doing any promo together? Or?
Yeah, we
They
did
were at
promo
Music
the
Choice
last- I
yesterday.
mean, I'm going to meet with him in the next hour or so.
Oh, so he's here, and he didn't want to come see us.
He's here. He's definitely here. I mean, my birthday was last night.
Yeah.
It would have been real strange if he wouldn't have been in that part.
We had a cake for you and everything.
Yeah, they had a few things for me.
I didn't see no features on the project. Was that on purpose?
Nah, I'm selfish, bro.
Yeah.
I done heard enough of these new
What about
cats
your
already.
son? Why you didn't put your son on the album?
Now
Young
you know
Juvie.
what? He mad about that.
I bet
now.
he is.
should be.
He said, now.
You
now,
better do
wait.
a remix.
Now wait, let me
Do
clear
your
it
own
up.
remix.
He recorded a couple songs. I just don't know if they felt them like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they liked them. You know what I'm saying?
Who is they if you ain't nobody heard them?
It's
you.
Slim. It's Slim and B and whoever make the choices on, Slim, B, probably D-Rock.
Yeah.
We had so many songs and so many that we done in so short a time, it's kind of hard. We had to have 12. So we took the best 12. But, for the record, my son is in the studio recording right now with Cash Money, and he got his own project.
That's him right there?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, it's his son.
He got
Like
his own-
brothers, man.
He got his own project he getting ready to drop, and he all over them, always all
Isn't he in a
over my
group?
music. Boy, they got a group, Ghetto Children.
Yeah, that's BG son.
BG
Soulja
son,
Slim.
Soldier Slim son,
Wow.
Tonto son. And right now, that's it.
Is that crazy to see?
Who else in the group? That's it.
Is that crazy to watch? Like,
Huh?
is that crazy to see? Like,
It's crazy to see. Like I said, my son popped up on me all of a sudden, rapping. I didn't even know he had been rapping over for a long time.
I thought you meant like 20 years ago whenever you was born. I'm like, what you talking
Nah.
about?
What?
That's what it sounded like. He just
Came
popped up
around
on me.
with He put the bottle down and grabbed the mic. Nah, that ain't what happened. Nah, but he surprised me.
All right.
It's usually he go with me. I take him everywhere I go, and for him to just pop up and rapping that good, I was like, when you started rapping, he's like, I've been rapping. I was writing the whole while that I just trying to get my stuff together first.
Is it hard for him to let you listen to his music?
Nah, I was listening to a song last night. Matter of fact, he just did a song that Baby like a lot last night. I guess they're gonna put that on something. But we working. We go in the studio every night, and I never go nowhere without my son.
Oh, that's good. So first you was always with your dad when you first came to New York.
Yeah.
And now you got your son with you all the time.
Yeah, it's a chain. My brother, my wife, my other everybody out there. I keep them with me.
How Soulja Slim and BG son sound? They hard?
You never heard it?
Nah.
You gotta hear him. Well, BG son, Currency take him out on the road with him, keep him with him everywhere he go. But you gotta get on your game, bro.
Yeah, ain't
'Cause
right.
I'm gonna send something to you.
Please do.
Yeah.
What does Soulja Slim mean to New Orleans, man? I don't feel like Soulja Slim
That's
get
our
represented
Tupac.
enough. Yeah.
That's our Tupac, man. Come on, like to me, hands down, Soulja Slim was the best rapper from New Orleans. A lot of people saying, "Juva, what about you, Juva?" I said, look, the next person will always be better than like a teacher. I'm a teacher, and Slim was one of them cats that I had around me when he was like 12, 13, and I was like, man, take it serious. You got some skills. Take it serious. Go, put together a couple songs and take it serious. When he started taking it serious and he started seeing the reaction from the fans, then he knew he was man, I could really do this. And then dude really like streaked for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that caught up with him a little bit too. I was trying to pull him away from that, but my guy was, to me, he was the best rapper, hands down, from the city. Hands down. I mean, it wasn't even close.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, New Orleans, how different is it for you now? Just seeing what New Orleans used to be like and what it's like today. Like, I know the Calliope projects is gone, Magnolia.
Gentrification, same thing that's going on in everywhere else in America. People displaced, and then it was worse for New Orleans because the hurricane came, and that gave them an opportunity to really change everything up. And I mean, we coming back, but we still don't have all the people back, so our population is real low. It's hard to throw a big major event there and get everybody to come out.
I was at that Saints game versus the Rams.
Oh, you was in there?
Yes, I was there.
Yeah, I was in tears, and that hurt. I was in there too.
They changed the law today, though.
Yeah, I
pass
saw it.
interference law.
Yeah, I saw it. They should, but you
little
know
late.
what? You don't think they should go back and just slide us a little Super Bowl ring or just throw us a
No.
parade or something?
I read something where they
Yeah,
said,
if it
I was walking out of there. It was like a
the
funeral.
Giants, y'all would have threw a parade.
I read something where they said they could do the playover or something like that. It was some rule.
The rule, yeah.
Yeah.
They were trying to sue?
But the commissioner was the only person that could do it.
That could do it,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he didn't do it. He didn't come out till after the next game and said something. So we knew that wasn't gonna happen.
Did you cry for real?
I was hurt.
I'm
I
not
was
gonna lie.
close
It was
to
like a
crying. I
funeral
was hurt.
walking out of that.
It was quiet as hell.
They was
going
playing
on.
the drums all slow.
Yeah, it was quiet.
Like, damn.
I mean, the whole air went out the building. Man. Like, damn, 2 years in a row, fluke. Like 2 years. The miracle in Minnesota, now this. Come on, man.
And you don't know how much time Breeze got left?
I hope he just signed a new contract. I hope he can fulfill his contract, give us one more Super Bowl at least.
Now, when you think of 1998, that major year for hip hop, DMX put out 2 projects that year.
Eminem,
Lauryn
Outkast.
Hill, Outkast, Jay-Z.
Nelly.
But you broke through. 4
Yeah.
million records sold. What do you remember about that year?
That year was crazy, but I'm gonna be honest. I was at the kind of like at the end of my year was really 99. Like 2000, I just had the Hunt single out. My record sales wasn't that great when my album first came out. But when Jay-Z jumped on that remix and they dropped the Follow Me Now single, the album sales took off, and that was 99.
Gotcha.
That's why I say 99, 2000 on the
Yeah.
radio version. But 98 was kind of like one of the best years for I think music, period. I don't think nobody sold more records than that year. I don't know what the numbers was, but it was crazy.
It was booming.
Everybody was successful.
Did you and Jay-Z have a conversation back
I mean,
then?
Cheeks and them went gold.
Oh, I forgot about
Yeah,
Cheeks
man,
the
it was
Lost
people
Boys.
there's a lot of people
Light
that,
Camera Action, I think it was.
yeah,
People were really
yeah,
buying records.
Yeah, people was buying.
Going to
You
the
know
store
why?
the day the
You know
album came
why
out.
though? You know why? Why people was buying records?
Back then? I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Wasn't no internet.
Oh, they had to go
Yeah.
to the store.
So
yeah,
if you liked the artist, the only way to get to his likeness was going to the store, going to a concert. That was it.
Yeah.
You
Is
didn't
it
have as much
disappointing when you
access.
see-
And the other thing was, they didn't have cell phones with cameras on.
That's what I was gonna
so we
say.
had way more freedom. So when you saw us, you had to pay. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
absolutely.
You wanted to buy some music or anything, you had to pay. And what was unique about Cash Money, what I really loved about being in Cash Money made you buy the whole album. You couldn't go buy a single on none of our songs. Now, that's what most people doing now. You know,
Right.
with the social media and
Streaming.
iTunes and the streaming and stuff like that. But they didn't have all these other options. You had to go buy the CD.
And celebrity meant more. I remember when y'all used to come to the
Garbage can there, man. I'm sitting here.
that shit outside. I remember when y'all used to come to the music farm in Charleston, South Carolina and perform. And that's when y'all was indie.
Yeah, that's man.
Yeah, that was like the,
Man, the Geechee people out
yeah,
there. with
absolutely.
the-
absolutely.
That's
But
what
when y'all did y'all deal,
yeah.
y'all was like stars then. Like, oh
Yeah.
shoot. Like so that was a big thing. Celebrity was different back then.
Yeah, you're right.
You couldn't
You're
just
right.
take a selfie when you saw somebody and post it.
Hell
If
no.
they thought you were in a limo car, I'm telling you, we have to have dummy limos. We have 3 limos, and we'll be in one, and the other 2, we might have one. We might be the last one. We might be the first one. We'll do anything to confuse you. And man, people used to stalk us like crazy.
When's the
Beat
last
up on
time you been in a
bust the
limo?
window.
A limo.
Remember they
Ay,
sent a
wow.
limo for us one time, and where were we, in Houston?
I remember that was the standard. Like, you put that on your contract. I need 2 limos, the longest, the newest stretch, whatever, with everything in it. But nah, nobody ain't doing limited. The Sprinter took over.
Yeah, where
It
are
was the
those
limo in the town car, now it's the Sprinter.
Is it annoying when you're performing and everybody just has their phone out and people are just filming and nobody's really enjoying watching you perform? People are just filming.
Yeah,
and
because
on
they're
their
going to
phones.
watch the show when they get home.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's really how it is too, especially if it's a big artist. I was looking at Meek performance the other day, and looked like the whole arena, everybody. I said, "Damn, ain't nobody watching the show. They like this." So,
It's
man,
a shame of taking
It
videos of
changed. It
themselves
changed.
dancing and singing along.
It changed. It
So
really
you
changed.
don't like the internet era when it comes to
I like money.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
money, man. No, I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying
It's different.
it's different now.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's more direct. It's more ways to make money now. You know, so right now it's crazy. You got to be quick though. You know, and that's something I'm learning now. You got to put music out at a fast pace so you can have a lot out there. So when people start streaming you, they got a lot of music to choose from.
I like it because it make it easier to consume. Like you tell me about Ghetto Children. I think
Yeah.
that I'm gonna go listen. It's easy. I can just pull it up on the phone. I may
Yeah.
not have went to the store to grab it,
Yeah.
but I can check it out on the phone. If I
Yeah.
like it, I'll buy it.
Yeah,
know?
you're right. You're right.
And then I saw you were putting out the T-shirts with the old artwork on them and everything, those classic shirts.
But then I did a joint venture with Saint Symphony, and we did different colored T-shirts with with the bling on it and stuff like that. A lot of the D-boys like that, but I'm telling you, I'm a dipper.
No, that's great because people will do those shirts and put your face on it and sell it. You might as well do it yourself.
I followed that. You know what? That's exactly what was happening. They were selling the shirts. I saw Drake with one on. I was like, I ain't getting paid for that. Like, Drake got on. Damn, man, I could have really came up with this picture. So we took that picture, with Drake, and we ran with it. Got me some money off it.
How's your lyrical content changed as you grown?
I'm a beast, bro. I've always looked at myself as a lyricist. First of all, I was a backpacker in the beginning. That's one thing I take pride in, the lyrical content. So I'm a beast.
But what do you talk about though? Like the same way, like your circle changes when you travel.
Just grown man. But I still give you stories. I like telling stories and scenarios that happen in my life. I like telling stories.
All right.
That's my thing because I listen to the new cast and I know there's nobody to tell stories now. So. Like the Broke record, I'm telling stories on it. So when you listen to it, I'm quite sure you're gonna like it because I'm speaking in third person. Like speaking it when I do songs like that, I think I get to the person, I get to the fan a little quicker, and then I relate to them a little better because they can put themselves right in my shoes.
Do you ever question any of your old lyrics, especially in this era? You be like, shit, I don't know if I should say that now.
Exactly. I mean, I couldn't half the songs on 400 Degrees. I don't think I could. If I was writing a song right now, I don't think I would go that direction because that's not where I'm at in life. I think your music should always reflect where you at in life.
Like when you on Juvie on Fire, you said if I'm in a room with a bitch and the hoe don't want to fuck, like a man, I'm gonna beat my meat and get my nut.
Yeah, that ain't happening right now.
Thank you, Charlamagne.
She ain't even in the room with me,
He keep looking outside because his wife said she can't hear you. She gonna hear it later. She gonna hear it later.
She gonna hear it. Trust me. As soon as we walk out here, as soon as y'all post it, do anything, she gonna know.
No, that lyric comes up so much, like when brothers be sitting around and we be questioning like old shit we used to hear that may have raised us
I'm gonna
wrong.
tell you what Manny told me.
Okay.
Manny said, Drew, I'm gonna tell you what I used to do. Manny said he just get in the car and turn that on and just look at her. Like, you know what's happening. Keep repeating it. Like, right now we on our way over here. Like, let's stay on. Stay on point, baby.
Oh my God! Are you guys gonna go on tour for the album?
Oh, definitely. I'm trying to cancel some stuff now because man mentioned Live Nation. I'm like, Live Nation. So we're gonna be getting them kind of checks. Let me go on cancel some of these shows. No, I ain't canceling. But yeah, we going on tour though. Definitely.
And you said you have other ventures that you do besides music.
Yeah.
So
well, we got a family business in St. Louis selling household appliances. Anything we buy, and let me put that out there. MC Appliances, everybody in St. Louis, y'all make sure y'all come down. We buy and we sell. We fix appliances. You can get your refrigerator, your microwave, your stove, whatever you need. Come to MC Appliances.
All right,
Yeah.
that was perfect.
So that's one of the hustles outside of music.
That's one of the hustles. I'm doing the clothes. Of course, I got a joint venture with Saint Symphony with the clothing line, and I got a few other things. Under. I just don't want to speak on them because I don't want people to know I'm involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you want people to know you're involved?
It probably would ruin the business.
My daddy used to always tell me that. My dad said, if you open up a business, don't put your name on it.
Exactly.
Because niggas will hate just to hate.
Yeah, so it's not a big deal that everybody knows. The big deal is me getting paid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get that money.
Yeah.
My man Juvenile, the album is out right now. Just Another Gangster.
Just Another Gangster.
It'll be out Friday, right?
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's it, man. You covered it. Say I'm in a room with her. She don't want to. You covered it.
And
you
got videos for how many of the songs? Are you doing a video for every song?
We shot one last night. We plan on shooting 10 videos. We shot 3 so far. We're shooting another one Sunday and Monday to Broke. which is
Okay.
my favorite song. So.
Yeah, that's gonna be popping.
Yeah.
It
That song
sounds
gonna
good
piss
to
a
me
lot of
from what I
people
heard
off.
so far. It
Nah,
sounds good to me.
All the broke people gonna be very
I think
pissed
it's
off.
gonna be your favorite song.
It is. And speaking of touring, you have some other tours that you're on as well.
Yeah, Legends of Southern Hip Hop.
Mm-hmm.
That's one tour, and the other one is Legends of Hip Hop. So we north and south with
So who's on it?
it. Me, 8 Ball, MJG,
Wow.
Too Short, Trina, here and there. Who else?
That's dope.
DJ Quick. I can't think of everybody.
That's when you be
else
seeing
on
all them
there.
thick ass older women that be
Yeah.
dancing in the back of that ass.
Oh,
Yeah,
Scarface.
That's what it be
yeah,
at.
exactly. Scarface, yeah, exactly.
Do you ever
exactly.
see anybody that grew up like you saw somebody? And she came to the show 20 years ago. Now she here with her daughter.
Nah, because I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't even remember who the
Yeah,
hell they
yeah,
are.
yeah.
But you have some of them walk up to me and tell me that, like, I saw the Cash Money Rough Rider tour when I was young. Me and my girls. Now I'm in here with my daughters. Like, yeah, you teaching them how to do it, huh?
And I bet they like, thank God we didn't have
mama,
social media back
Your
then.
mama was a fool. Did you know that? Like mama, like daughter. Y'all just chip off the old block.
That Rough Rider tour, man. I feel like that should have been a documentary made about that tour.
Yeah, because it was real. I mean, what's crazy? It was a successful tour when we actually did the shows. Mm-hmm. But after the Boston thing, they canceled like all the shows on the West Coast. So we didn't ever make it to the West Coast with that tour.
It's this one video they always show from that show where y'all was calling women on stage. And they always, you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking
like
about.
Birdman was like, I mess with men too, or something like
Oh
that.
my God.
Oh no, I don't remember that.
I'll pull it up right now.
No, don't.
I ain't gonna never agree to that.
Yeah, don't
you
entertain
heard
that.
something. Yeah,
Don't entertain that.
You probably heard something and thought you heard that.
What
Man,
video you
that's-
thought I was talking about?
What video?
It was. I'm gonna show it to you.
Ain't no video of no Birdman saying that.
Hold on now, hold on. So I'm gonna pull it up right now.
That's
now.
a typo, man. Somebody trying to rig something on my dog. That's bad.
Or he
low.
might've-
That's bad, low, man.
He might have just been shouting out the guys that are supportive too.
I don't know what it was. You know they
That's
always try to
all.
make something crazy
I
on the
mean,
internet.
if you watch a
That's all.
concert, if you watching a show, we say so much, you could decipher that and make what you want out of a whole bunch of stuff.
Security, look, I'ma show you what type nigga I am, right? These niggas right here been bucking with me all night.
Let
I want
them niggas
y'all to
suck
come
here.
up here and fuck with me. I can take two of y'all.
Get on right there.
You and you. Come on, y'all come up
Y'all
here.
bullshit.
Black, get them up here. They been bucking with a
Get
nigga
'em
all
on, right?
night. I fuck
Come
with
on, ugly
niggas
bitch.
too.
Right, but that's
I'm just asking. I don't know.
that's how we talking to her.
Yeah.
Our thing is, I fucks with you.
Got you,
Yeah.
got you, got you.
He
got
He's just
you.
shouting out the
Yeah,
guys
that's
and
how
the
we
girls.
talk, dog.
Got
We
you.
been talking like that. So you tried it. It
Nah,
didn't work.
listen,
It didn't work, nigga.
This is the beauty of the interview.
Yeah,
'Cause
for
all
sure.
these urban legends that been going on for years.
And he said, I fucks with niggas too. Them niggas trying to make that out. Nah, bro. Nah.
You gotta ask
nah,
Birdman
nah.
himself, Charlamagne, next time.
Yeah,
he
We
comes
don't
up
get a
here.
chance. He didn't stick around.
It's all love. I'm here. Big
Yeah.
dog. I'm here. I
You remember that
asked
night?
I can't remember none of them.
You know how many nights he had?
If you wouldn't have showed me that shit just now, I'm looking at damn nigga.
Where does he
Where
find
that
this
chain
stuff?
come from? Because I've been looking for that Cash Money piece for a long time.
For real?
Where that fucking chain is? I probably got this shit in storage somewhere.
You ain't have more than one?
I had a bunch.
Got you.
Yeah.
Juvie, it's the Breakfast Club.
One.